Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and in today's video, let's talk about 5 beautiful burgundy bags that kind of are on my radar right now. I have also been bit by the burgundy fever that I feel like is all around my social media, and that is probably why I have caught that same thing as well. But believe it or not, I have actually focused only my search on contemporary brands when it comes to burgundy handbags. I have seen so beautiful luxury designer burgundy shades that I've also kind of went down that rabbit hole. But I kind of took a step back and thought that I think burgundy is a beautiful color, but it is quite likely that it is a seasonal color, although it is not a seasonal color, but I'm kind of drawn to it usually in the autumn time, so kind of a seasonal color. So maybe contemporary route would be better. And there is also one bag that I'm gonna talk about in this video that I have wanted for I think 6 months or so. So basically I just kind of talked myself out of it because I have been looking at this one shade already in springtime, so maybe it's not a seasonal color. Oh well. I want to talk with you about these 5 bags that are all in beautiful shades of burgundy going to the darker like ebony brown type of color scale. And hopefully I'm not alone here as someone who's bit by the burgundy fever right now, but I am really drawn to this color at the moment. I have thinking of ordering maybe one dress in a beautiful burgundy shade, which is not a huge thing. But somehow like a bag always has that something. So let's go. The first 2 bags are actually from the brand Sézane, the French brand that I have ordered some clothes for them, or let's say I own a few pieces of clothing from them, mainly these type of striped shirts, although this is not from Sézane. I maybe could have worn that. Oh well, too late now. So I have a few pieces, only clothes from the brand, but I saw this shade of burgundy that they have in 2 of their classic bags, one of which I have actually been considering for quite a long time, but I just haven't really wanted to buy it in black or tan or something like that. So maybe this is the time. So the bag that I've kind of been eyeing already before is that Milo bag. And look at this shade of burgundy. Like, can you see it? So beautiful shade. And this is such a classic flat bag shape and style and everything, and the price is quite decent nowadays. But what I have heard from this bag from Sézane is that it is quite delicate. Maybe if you have the bag you can confirm or deny it, but that's at least what I have heard, and I have watched a few videos of this bag because I'm interested. So that's something for me at least to consider, and that is kind of keeping a bit away. Plus it is still over 350 euros. That is money. So kind of I'm considering where I spend. So yes, this is the first one from Sézane, and the second one is the Claude bag in the exact same shade of burgundy, but the bag shape is more rounded, more like a satchel bag kind of shape maybe. Is that the correct term? I hope so. While the Milo is more like angled, this has a more round shape to it. I'm not sure which one I'm more drawn to. Like, classically I would be more drawn to the more edgy or that has a bit more rectangular shape than this rounded one. But once I got my Celine Folco bag, which is a satchel, is that the word, a bit more rounded, I really like the shape. I have nothing wrong with it. It's nothing, I really enjoy wearing it and so on. So maybe this could be option as well. A tad cheaper than the Milo, but we're talking about the same price range anyway. but I think this has the same situation with the leather sensitivity as the Mila one. Tell me if you know. But I mean, isn't this shade just beautiful? Moving on to ATP Atelier. I've actually made a video of this brand because while I was on work trips to Stockholm, Sweden, super frequently in my previous job, I mean like 3 times a month, like every week, basically going there, I saw bags from this brand a lot on the streets that I kind of looked it up and made a video of it because I wanted to know, have I missed out on something? And honestly, after making that video, I feel like I've seen the bags also here where I live and kind of spread out a bit. So maybe at that point it was very much, because it is, I think, a Swedish brand. So maybe it was more like Sweden market and now a bit more like to the neighboring countries, who knows? But they have this bag. I like this shade is just stunning. I kind of go back and forth of what I think of the flap shape, because it kind of reminds me, I don't know, of a gun holding that thing. I can't use my words today. I'm really sorry. It reminds me of that for some reason. But it comes with 2 straps, so it's like super versatile. And the shade of Burgundy, oh my god. Maybe the brand would have other bag models in this same shade. I didn't really look it up because I kind of locked eyes with this one and kind of got excited with the 2 straps and all. And I think like it brings its own touch with this flap being not straight and kind of the classic looking, although the bag shape is very classic and timeless. So yeah, I think this is beautiful. This is 450 euros, so let's say 100 euros more expensive than the Sézane bags. So we are going to a higher price level with this one, but the shade of Burgundy is just beautiful. Now we're going to the bag that I have been eyeing on, dreaming of, drooling over, really considering. I think I've had it in my cart quite many times, but I haven't really bought it yet. I feel like in the springtime I wanted to wait until the autumn because the color kind of is autumnish. It is from Polène. Why didn't I mention that already? It is the Nod bag. How is this said? Nod. This in this ebony shade. This I think is more dark brown with like the burgundy reddish like tone in it. But I really love the detail on the bag, although those like where the leather kind of crosses over, they are whole, so you put your finger through, so in theory that could mean things could fall out. I don't know how I feel about that. Would it need some kind of inner pouch where all the items would be? I mean, a phone would not slip through, but like a lip balm might. I don't know how big they are in reality, but that's something that I'm thinking of. But anyway, I think this is beautiful. This is so classic shape with a special detail. I think that's Polène. And then I don't know if I am also becoming hesitant with the brand, as seems like everyone else is. I personally, I mean, I have made videos of this asking your experiences, because honestly, I've had 0 complaints with the brand. I mean, I still love how they look, the quality and all of it. And people have complained about the price raises. Well, I think everything has become more expensive. So I don't think it's just Polène, and I would not necessarily pinpoint Polène in that. But it's understandable that people feel that because the original price level was so good compared to other contemporary brands, and now they've kind of caught up with that, and you don't necessarily feel anymore that you're kind of finding a very affordable, good quality piece. You're just finding an affordable piece. So I think that might have something to do with it. And the newest news where LVMH invested a small portion, or basically purchased or bought a small portion of Polène. What will that mean? I mean, LVMH is huge. They have so many different brands, and if I'm just thinking of Louis Vuitton and something like that, it doesn't really represent everything. But it's easy to kind of take your mind into, well, Louis Vuitton, massive price raises all the time. The quality issues, which maybe Polène has had them as well. I don't know. People have started to complain a bit of some of their quality issues. I don't know what it's about. Is it that they've grown so fast that their just manufacturing hasn't caught up with that? Or is it just the fact that has become more popular? So more people are talking about it and then bringing the negative stuff out there. Maybe the negative quality stuff had already been there, but it hasn't been spoken. I mean, I don't know. But mine goes to the point where Louis Vuitton's quality has been like, for the past years, I feel like the new items just don't add up, and you need to be so particular when you buy something new from them now that everything looks okay at that point. So will that happen with Polène as well? As far as I've understood, Polène still dictates what happens to the brand. LVMH does not have a say in it. But maybe they can influence. Who knows? Let's hope it's a good thing. Let's hope that Polène gets the positives out of this massive company and not the negatives. But we will see. I am kind of going to a sidetrack here because that is not talking about this bag. That is speculating of what happens with the brand. But this is 390 euros, which I think is okay-ish price for a leather bag. I don't know why I haven't yet ordered it, to be honest. I don't know why. I've been looking at this for a super long time. I love this shade. I think this shade is, that's it, like, so beautiful. Why haven't I ordered it yet or bought it? I don't know. But this has been on my radar for the longest. We'll see what happens. The final bag that I actually took to the list purely because of how it looks, because I think it is beautiful. And at the same time, I think it is super expensive. It is already pushing luxury prices, whereas I don't know if that's any more worth it when we're talking about contemporary range here. But it is from the brand Neous or Neous. How Neous? Maybe that's how this is pronounced, as there is this like mark under the U. The Phoenix bag. The clasp on this is just, it makes the bag. Like, that's just my opinion. The shade of burgundy, I think, is just perfect shade of burgundy in this bag. And then with the clasp, it's just, it draws your eye, but it is not like too, it's not brandy or branded. I mean, if you know, you know, but it doesn't scream the brand. It just has a beautiful clasp that draws your attention. So beautiful. This is around 900 euros. So this is definitely like twice the price of what we talked about. So definitely like pushing the 1,000 euro marking, where I feel like when contemporary brand is at that price level, I don't really know how to categorize it anymore. Because if the brand, and also how do we categorize a luxury brand? When does a contemporary brand move to the luxury category? I mean, I don't know. Does anyone know? But anyway, I don't really feel that only with a price point you can kind of go there and then be next to other luxury brands, like talked that way. There needs to be something extra oomph in that. So I don't really know where to categorize this brand. High, contemporary, wannabe luxury, I don't know. But the shade of burgundy is just phenomenal. And I have this kind of page open on my phone tab, and I regularly go and visit it just to remind myself of the beautiful shade of this bag. but it's just, it is a no-go for me because of the price. If it would be less expensive, I would 100% consider, because the look of the bag is just like so nice. Have you been bitten by the Burgundy bee? I don't know what I'm trying to go with these metaphors. Are you into it? Are you seeing what I'm seeing, that it is everywhere, and suddenly I'm also wanting something in that color? I think Burgundy has always been pretty, don't get me wrong, but now in particular, I feel it. What do you think? Do you own any of these bags, or have any experiences or any opinions really? Let's continue in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.